Hey guys, I just want to show you now that we got some programs on there. We're going to go back into my IPTV online. So when you first load it, it'll come up and say, obviously connecting to IPTV. And the first time, this was the last channel that I was on, but there's a button on the remote control called Group. You hit the group, and again, on the one video I was talking about it. You can see it's in English. You can change the different sources, say to sports, for example. Select it, and then by selecting it, you just hit OK. And now you got the channels, and you can start changing. Say you want TSN around the horn, you just hit OK, and it loads. If you want to go back to another section, again, you can hit the group button right beside EPG. That brings up that selection again. You go back to English, hit OK, and then it gives you the channels. You can pick whatever, ABC, launch it. Once you're there, if you want to bring up that the menu, you can also control the volume too. So if you reduce the volume, if you want to bring up the menu for everything, just hit EPG and start scrolling through the menu. So if you want CP24, as you can see, there's that TV in the bottom right around the blue box, and in the top left, you actually see sort of like a picture-in-picture. You double click OK or just hit OK, and then you got the actual channel. There's also other buttons on here down at the bottom. There's one for video on demand. If you click that just below the green button, you click the video on demand, it loads the actual video on demand catalog. So this one's asking for the 2016. If you hit OK, it'll start to play the movie. You can pause it, fast forward. It has all those features. You can see in the bottom left the timing. You can stop it. You can back out of it. You can exit it. And you can go OK. Then there's, if you want to get back out of the video on demand, there's another button right underneath the red dot on this keyboard, the remote. It's called Live TV. Just click that and it takes you right back to your last channel that you're on. Another feature of this is that if you were surfing another channel, all you have to do is hit the back button. And remember how we were on ABC East? It'll take you back. So then if you want to go back to the original channel, you just hit back and it takes you back to CP24. You don't necessarily have to exit out of it. If you just want to shut the box off, just like regular TV, you just shut it off. Say it's 5 hours later, you come back, you can see the red light on the box, and then you just turn it back on, and now you got IPTV back up and running. You didn't have to get in and out of the program. If you want to get you want to cancel or just get out of IPTV, you can either hit exit button, which would bring up this screen, just say OK, or you can hit home. If you hit exit and hit OK, then it finishes IPTV, and you want to go in the show box, you just come back down and you launch in the show box. How to get out of show box, just hit exit. Go back into IPTV, it'll launch it again. And another way of getting out of it, there's a home button, a blue home button. You hit that blue home button and that takes you back to the home screen. So again, you can go back to Showbox and watch whatever you want, and then exit out of that, and then you go back up to IPTV and it'll start playing where that channel was left off. It doesn't launch it again. So there's some pretty good features with this box, and just play around with the mouse, and if you have a keyboard, just play around. Oh, there is one thing I want to show you, is this button resolution. The only reason why, because I ran into problems. If you hit this resolution button, and you got to make sure you get away from PAL or NTSC, because they aren't supported. So once you hit that button, you noticed how it was on 1080p before, so now every time I hit it, that button, it starts scrolling. So if I leave it there and let the menu elapse, if I go in there and I hit it again, you'll notice it drops down 1. See how it dropped from 1080p to 1080i? And then if I hit it again, it goes down to 720. So you don't want to run into the problems where if you run into this, display format, HDR not set, I think it was right here. If you run into that, then basically it's not supported. So you have to hit that resolution button, 1, 2, 3. Four. Okay, so basically you're going through that list and letting the TV catch up, because when I chose that 50 hertz, 720 50 hertz, it wasn't supported. So definitely don't go on there. If you do happen to hit it and it looks like that screen, then that's the problem. Okay, talk to you.